I'm driving this morning and I am deep in thought, and this word just keeps popping up: fulfillment, fulfillment. And it's as if in my mind the word started to separate: fulfillment. Towards the end of the year, I found myself journaling around this specific thought of having a full cup and pouring from an empty cup, like those two things juxtaposed. And I believe that was God preparing my heart for the word that He gave me for 2025, which is overflow. And I was on a call with a woman. She's another coach who I so deeply respect and admire, and I'm so grateful for those weekly calls that we have, because we pour into each other. And I believe that a lot of 2025 is based on these calls that we have been having and the revelation that I get in real time when I speak to another woman who is not afraid to shine and who is not afraid to share in an intimate environment with me. And that's a word for someone, because there are many women who are missing opportunities to learn and missing opportunities to grow because they are not in proximity with other women. And what I was sharing with her, I actually should have gotten a visual. I have two cups. Hold on. I'm not going to edit this out. What I was sharing with her was a visual. So these two cups represent two women, right? This cup is me, because this is the leopard print cup, and that's what I like from what you could see. So this cup is me, and this cup is another woman. I position myself in proximity with another woman. So, ladies, we cannot be afraid of intimacy. We cannot be afraid of friendship. When I say intimacy, I'm not talking about intimacy in the way that most people talk about intimacy. When I say intimacy, I'm talking about being vulnerable, being real, being authentic, being honest with another woman. There are very few friendships, sad to say, there are very few friendships where people are actually being themselves, where women are actually being themselves. Most women are being who they are expected to be, not who they truly are. But when you come into contact with a woman as you truly are, because the person you truly are is the person whose cup is empty. You are not afraid to bring your emptiness into that environment, because you know that it is a safe environment where you will not be judged. It is a safe environment where you will be met with love, you will be met with respect, and you will be met with wisdom. So you're not afraid to put your empty cup up against the cup of another woman who is full in the area where you are empty. And what happens is, when you put yourself up next to that woman, so say this is me, my cup is empty, I'm in a vulnerable moment, and I'm having an honest conversation with another woman. Her cup is so full that it starts to overflow. If I'm close to her, guess who experiences the effects of that overflow? Guess who benefits from the effects of that overflow? We both do, because she now has a reservoir for what is poured out of her, and I now get what I need in that moment. So when you are able to pair up with another woman, when you are able to find someone who you can glean wisdom from, you are able to find someone who has the capacity not to pour into you, because I do not encourage women to pour. These cups are not for pouring. These cups are for drinking. The cup is for drinking. Everything that is in the cup belongs to you. Anything that flows out of the cup belongs to everyone else. But the problem is, we spend so much time pouring from our cups and drinking from our cups, but not keeping our cups still long enough to be refilled. And that's why I talk about the 3 daily appointments. You have an appointment with God, you have an appointment with yourself, and then you have an appointment with others. So that time with God and that time with yourself is filling your cup so that when someone else comes along who needs what you have, whatever that may be, love, time, friendship, money, work, whatever it may be, you are in a position to allow your overflow to effortlessly pour into their cup. You're not, because the second you start to lean over, you now start thinking self-preservation. You now start thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall. Am I pouring too much? Am I pouring too little? Is it enough? Is it the right thing? Maybe I should have something else in my cup. What's going, you start thinking all these things. But if you can be still and just allow your cup to be filled and allow the right people to be in proximity to you, everyone benefits. The person who is experiencing overflow, the person who the time, the love, the money, the peace, the wisdom is flowing out of, that person benefits because they now have a sense of fulfillment. Fulfillment comes in your overflow. The reason why we become resentful and the reason why we don't have fulfillment in life is because we pour. We pour and then we feel that we're at a deficit because our cups are no longer full. So we continue to pour, and we're trying to gain relevance by our pouring. But your relevance can also be in your stillness. You don't have to always be doing all the things. You don't have to always be the one pouring into everyone else's cup. What if you can be still? And being still doesn't mean that you just stay there and you do nothing. Being still is being still within. Being still is taking a stand for the woman you are, for your values, for your vision, and being steadfast in that. When you are steadfast in that, you become a woman who people can depend on. You become dependable not only to other people, but you become dependable first to yourself. And when you are dependable to yourself, when you are sure of who you are and you are assured of who you are, you can show up as your best for others and you don't feel depleted and you don't feel resentful. Have those 3 daily appointments, one with God, one with yourself, one with others, and your cup will be filled to overflowing. I hope this helps. Blessings on your journey. I'll talk to you soon.